our pre-game preview. Match preview. Let's go with that. For Norwich against Wrexham, which kicks off in roughly 59 minutes. Quite excited for this one today. I think it's going to be a tough game. Make sure you get your comments in. Shan has her phone to hand. She'll be reading through them. And as long as they're not offensive, we'll read out as many as we can. More than happy to do that. So before we get into the sort of belly of the beast, shall we say, and all the sort of match details, how are you feeling?
What, in general or about the game?
Well, both if you want, but about the game really.
Before the lineup came out, I was a bit after last week's debacle. But seeing the lineup, I'm a little bit excited.
Shall we jump to the lineup first before we get into anything? Do you want to do it that way? Because obviously you've led with it, so let's go with it. Come on.
Okay, so we've got a Conqueror in goal, obviously, because obviously Danny Windass is still injured.
I don't know who Danny Windass is. I'm going to go with you thinking you were saying Danny Ward.
It's because I was thinking of Danny Windass because I was so happy that he was back in the lineup.
A few apologies there because I have been calling Josh Windass Dean Windass, and that is just an age thing, I've got to say, because I obviously grew up with Dean Windass. I have called Josh Dean on so many occasions, but we've not had Danny Windass before, so that's a new one. But yeah, sorry.
He's a lad who lives down the road.
Yeah.
So in the back three, we have got Cleworth, standard. We have got Hyam.
Yeah.
Who's obviously one of our new signings, and we have got Doyle. So two new signings in the back three.
Are you shocked that Connor Cody's been dropped?
No.
In favour until you get to the end of the question, in favour of Dom Hyam, or did you think that was I think a lot of us were umming and ahhing about whether it was going to be, is Hyam sort of like a direct competition for Max Cleworth? Because he's if he has played in a back three before, it's been on the right, or is he coming in as a bit of competition for Connor Cody? So yeah, I don't know really. So are you surprised?
I'm not. No, I like Connor Cody, but as we saw last week, when we played, who the hell did we play?
When are you talking about?
Last Saturday.
Last Saturday was QPR.
Yeah, he's good in the back three, but I think with the back three with the pace of, I can't remember what his name is, of the young lad for QPR, I just think he was caught out a little bit.
Yeah, he was a little bit exposed, maybe.
Yeah, so I think it's good that Parky's sort of realised, a change is needed, and he's obviously brought in Hyam and Doyle was there last week, wasn't he? So yeah, I'm interested to see Hyam, see what he's all about, because he hasn't been on.
No. So like we said with Dom Hyam, he's come from Blackburn. He played every game for Blackburn in the league last season. So yeah, we were expecting to see him at some point. We weren't sure who we were expecting to see him instead of. But yeah, look.
Yeah.
It's a wait and see. I'm more excited. Wing backs. So today, obviously we are going to get to see for the first time Issa Kabore, which is really exciting for me. I really wanted to see him last weekend. I understand
why we didn't see him last
weekend. I'm sort of I am with you that I was surprised, at the same time maybe not surprised because I felt like we needed a bit of pace and we needed something on there, but also not surprised due to the fact that he had played 2 full games during the week. So I sort of surprised, not surprised really. It was I'm sort of 50-50 on that one. But I am really excited to see him. Longman back on the left, which I think is a huge positive, because when we signed him from Hull, he was playing on the left. So I think it's the right decision. I
Yeah.
don't think McLean was great last week against QPR. We're obviously missing Libby Kakache. I think it's the sensible decision to have Longman in today. So that's a big positive for me, I think.
I saw a post actually from Kakache saying that there was a picture of him and I can't remember who the other player was, but they were walking off the pitch. It was obviously when he did play last. He basically just said, "Miss this." So he's obviously gutted that he's not in the starting 11 at the moment, but obviously he is injured. And hopefully it's nothing too serious and he'll be back soon. But yeah, we've got Longman and we have got Kabore.
Yeah.
Which like you said, like you, I'm excited to see what Kabore's got to offer. You know, he's young, he's he's come from Man City. So yeah, I'm excited to see what sort of pace he's got.
Me too. I'm interested to see whether, how good he's going to be going forward. Fingers crossed he's good at getting back as well, and he can defend a little bit, because I think one of the things, I know opposite sides, but one of the things that was McLean's downfall last week was he just kept on getting caught miles out of position, and they just sort of tagged him on that left-hand side, so I'm not surprised that he's not in. So midfield trio of Ben Sheaf, George Dobson and Lewis O'Brien. I don't think there's much to say about that. I think that's what we expected. We talked about it on the podcast on Monday. Dobson's been great this season. I held my hands up on Monday to say I didn't think he was going to be as good as he was this season. I thought, the level might have got away from him. I think he's been fantastic and definitely deserves his place. Ben Sheaf coming on for Matty James last week, I felt that was a bit of a signpost as to that's what was going to happen moving forward, and lo and behold, next game that pretty much is what's happened. Lewis O'Brien, I think he's going to be one of the first names on the team sheet week in, week out. So.
Yeah, do you know what? Weirdly, I didn't put him in my starting 11.
Why?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know, but I'm a bit gutted about that I didn't put him in.
We've then going for the sort of one up front in Kiefer Moore. And Josh Windass is back. Yes. Josh Windass, not Dean Windass. Come on, Ryan. Come on.
This is what I'm excited about. Josh Windass is, I think he's definitely key, I think, in our promotion, maybe not even, I don't want to say promotion run, because
survival run. Let's survival.
Survival.
Players that he is one of them players. If you were going to stick 5 players on a list who are going to be key to our survival this season, I think his is one of the names, alongside Kiefer and a few others. His, for me, keeping him fit and keep him playing, and key, I think, for me. So 6th league game of the season. We're away at Carrow Road. We're not there, unfortunately. We're here in the studio. It's my mum's birthday, so happy birthday to my mum. I don't think she watches these, but
she does.
So happy birthday. We've been for a nice bit of lunch with us, but we're not at the game. So 236 miles is a bit of a trek when you've just been for lunch, isn't it? A birthday lunch.
Well, we would have had to miss lunch.
Yeah.
Because we would have already probably been there.
Yeah, for about a 4-hour journey for everyone travelling down there today. Capacity of 27,150. We didn't sell out our allocation, but we sold a lot.
Well, I've seen a lot of comments on social media about people saying it's really funny how people get sickness the day before an away game when we haven't sold our allocation. It is what it is. We didn't even try to get tickets because obviously we knew that we weren't able to go because it's obviously Ryan's mum's birthday. So I hope the people who have gone down there, I know a man who I work with, I was going to say a lad then, but I'm not sure. You can call him a lad. Sorry, Dave. he's gone down, and I've asked him nicely if he could bring home 3 points for us. Not that he has any like power over what happens on that pitch, but I think people who have travelled down there have the power to give the lads a boost. So we need that away end to be absolutely banging today.
Yeah.
To give those lads a good kick up the bum and get them, scoring some goals.
Well, Norwich finished 13th in the Championship last season on 57 points. They were relegated from the Premier League in 2020. Last 15 seasons, they've spent 6 in the Premier League and 9 in the Championship. Last game with them was in the 81-82 season, believe it or not, when we were in Division 2. Lost 3-2 at home and 4-0 away. They drew 1-1 with Coventry last Saturday. This season, they have won 2, drawn 1 and lost 2. So they're 9th at the moment on 7 points. Mad, really, isn't it? All the media this week has been surrounding, is Parky's job safe? We've been linked with some mental managers. Darren Ferguson, I saw getting thrown out there. Steven Gerrard was thrown out there. I saw Michael Carrick's name being bandied about a little bit as well. It's just a little bit crazy. We're on 4 points. Whereas if you flip it, Norwich's this season, they're on a promotion push or a playoff push, if you listen to media outlets, but they're only 3 points ahead of us. So, if, for example, we'd have held out at Southampton, we'd be on the same amount of points as them. So it's so early in the season to be, they're in a relegation fight and they're in a playoff push and all this sort of thing. I do find it mental. But look, I'm one of the toughest games we've had so far this season for me. Very, very difficult game, and I'm not sure what, if anything, we're going to get out of this game. I would love them to prove me wrong. We're going up against the league top scorer in Josh Sargent today, the Ginger Ninja, who has looked great this season. He looked great last season. So we need to keep him quiet. So the back three need to put a shift in today. And
I'm sorry to interject, but obviously we thought, every single game is going to be difficult in some way, one form or other. But we were all, and I think a lot of Wrexham fans were like, oh my God, we're going to Millwall away. This is going to be a tough game. But look what happened there. We seem to do better. Well, I say we do better. We don't. How many games have we played away? 2 so far this season. Southampton and Millwall.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't do badly in Southampton. We lost, granted, but
we did quite well for 90 minutes.
We did.
Yeah.
So I think maybe this season our away form is going to be not better, but maybe on par with our home fixtures. Who knows? I'm kind of hoping. I'm being positive. I want there to be I want it to be a Millwall game again. I want it to be like I don't want there to be another Millwall game away, but I'm just saying what I want is the same gumption from the lads.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Why say it?
I think it means like, same sort of spirit and stuff.
Passion.
Gumption sounds bad. Yeah, I just want that kind of, and I think the fact that we've got all these, pretty much nearly all of our new signings in.
Well, we've got Thomason's now on the bench today, which is great. Broadhead's on the bench, which, he's coming back from a little injury. He did play a part last week. So he's coming back, so he's there as well. So we're in this transition phase now where we're almost at a point when all our new signings are there and they're in the team. Our team is practically unrecognisable from last season, so we are really excited. And I think we just need, as fans, we just need to see that we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think all of the realist fans knew the first 5, 10, 15 games were going to be difficult this season. So I think we just need to see a little bit of progression. It doesn't have to be right. We've gone from losing games to bang, we're winning. We don't need to see that. We just need to see everything is moving in the right direction.
Get into a comfortable position on the table.
Yeah, it just that we need to see a team that we're looking at going, do you know what, we're going to be all right. Because I'm not sure any of us are really confident that that's where we are at the moment. We're confident it will evolve and it will get better, but I think that's the bit that we need to see now. We're confident it will get better. I think we just need to see it getting better, little by little. So look, enjoy the game wherever you are in the world. We're looking forward to this one. Join us at full time for our full-time review back in the studio. We'll have a chat, get some comments in about the performance. Fingers crossed for something today. I think if you look around at all the bookies, anyone who's got a voice out there on social media, I think most of them who are not Wrexham fans probably think that Norwich are going to walk away with this one and take the 3 points. But I think priority number one today is a clean sheet. Let's get a clean sheet and let's see what we can build on and what we can take from the game, and anything would be great today.
I think there's a lot of pressure on Arthur, to be honest, today.
I do as well. I think
he kind of made a few mistakes when we played QPR last weekend.
Yeah.
And a lot of Wrexham fans did kind of pull him up on that. But he's only human. People make mistakes. I think he would have worked, hard this week to sort of rectify those issues.
Question then, let's jump in. Is Arthur 90 minutes away from us seeing Callum Burton next weekend? A bad 90 minutes away from us seeing Callum Burton.
I don't know, because I was thinking that earlier today before the lineup came up. I thought he had a bad game against QPR. Would we be seeing Callum Burton on there just to give him another like a kick up the bum, basically? But the fact that we've seen Okonkwo is in the lineup this week for today's game, I don't know. I think he's going to have to do something extremely bad.
Yeah, you're probably right. And
for him to kind of bring
I think
Callum...
he just needs to be solid. He needs to get back to being solid Arthur, not indecisive Arthur, not, he's just got to be, it's just got to be solid today. Nothing fancy, nothing too clever, just solid, and then, get back to it. So
and have what's the thing, something in your convictions, what's the word?
Faith.
Have faith in your convictions. If you're going to go forward, don't hesitate. Go forward.
Right.
Or,
I get what. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean?
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Just stick to your convictions. Do what you're you're gonna do.
Yeah.
But don't hesitate, because that is when things start going a bit haywire.
They do. As we said, guys, look, join us at full time.
We've got a couple of comments.
Oh, we got a couple of comments. Sorry, there's me rushing off.
Yeah. So we have got Andrew Roberts, who said 2-1 to Wrexham today.
Okay.
We have got Jesse, who said if there is no Sargent goal, then that's a win.
Okay, yeah. Probably right, yeah.
And another comment from Jesse. I feel the game changer will be him. If we lose it, it will be a worldie from him. Sargent, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And Chaz, good old Chaz. Good morning. Go Wrexham. We're going to get them today. 3-1. Good morning, America. Because obviously that's where Chaz is.
It is indeed. Good morning, Charles.
Not sure where Andrew and Jesse are, so obviously good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or wherever you are.
Well, 10 years ago doing this, we knew where everyone was. They were in Wrexham. But now we haven't got a clue.
We haven't got a clue.
But yeah.
Well, we've met Chaz and we know where he lives.
Yes,
so
we do.
We know we're coming for you, Chaz. We're
Look,
not really.
as I said, join us at full time for a full-time review, hopefully with some positive stuff to talk about. I am now, because This is the first
Oh,
one.
Jesse's in Canada, everybody.
Okay.
So is that evening?
Jesse, right, okay.
Is that evening now? Yeah, I'd say.
Morning.
Oh, I don't know.
It's morning.
Morning. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning. Right. This is the first time we've done it in the studio. We're usually out and about, sort of doing live.
I feel more ease. As you may have noticed, I've done a bit more talking because I
Yes.
feel a bit more at ease being at home doing this. So.
But as we've never done it before, what I am now going to do is I am going to awkwardly reach over and turn off the camera because I don't know how to do that remotely. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you at full time. Bye bye.